1916, Robert Frost's famous poem, The Road Not Taken, was published, and today it's still read by many junior high school, and even college students around the world. While hearing of his poem multiple times throughout my schooling years, I had my own perception of it, but I never really read it. I just heard things people would say about it. I've come to realize after reading it and other articles about it that my perception wasn't really the idea he was trying to convey. After many years of knowing about this classic and never really reading it, I could still recite his famous quote, "Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and now I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference." But could I really know what he was talking about without reading his poem in its entirety? Two roads diverge in a yellow wood, and sorry I could not travel both. And be one traveler, long I stood, and looked down one as far as I could, to where it bit in the undergrowth. Then took the other as just as far, and having perhaps the better claim, because it was grassy and wanted wear, though as for that, the passing there had warned them really about the same. And both that morning equally lay, in leaves no step had trodden black. Oh, I marked the first for another day. Yet, knowing how way leads to way, I doubted if I should ever come back. I shall be telling this with a sigh, somewhere ages and ages hence. Two roads diverged in a wood, and I took the one less traveled by, and that has made all the difference. In a way, you could say I judged the book by its cover, because after reading it in its entirety and various other articles about it, I still have the same perspective. In Robert's work, he talks about two roads that diverge in a yellow wood, and he must travel one. When I think about this situation, I compare it to things in my life, such as whether I want to go to college or not, or even which college to go to. The decision of choosing which road to travel seems to be quite a major decision to Robert, as college and my education are to me. But while I wouldn't have a hard time deciding to go to college or not, the author seems to be having a very difficult time. He even thinks about coming back and traveling the other road, like I sometimes do about which specific major I want to choose. Everyone at one point in their life comes to a fork in the road where they have to take one stern decision in choosing which path to follow. Whether it's deciding if they want to go to school, if they want to move from with their parents and go out of state, or if they want to get married or not. Everyone comes to a fork in their road. And whether it diverges into 2, 3, 4, or more, they have to make a stern decision and stick with it. Robert Frost descriptively tells us about his journey of choosing which road to follow in his poem, The Road Not Taken. He uses imagery and expresses his inner thoughts, which makes it easier for us to follow and understand in his situation. He weighs his options and deliberates for a while, but then sternly makes his decision. Through his poem, he teaches us about how decisions now can affect our present and future greatly. This is exactly why he takes so much time to choosing his road. He thought about his decision for a long time, knowing what he decides now, it makes all the difference. Done. That was so wonderful. That's somehow like it.